The Mongolian bow begins not as a weapon, but as a whisper of the steppe itself. Its curve holds the memory of endless grasslands, the grit of windblown sand, the tension of survival in a land that offers no forgiveness. Crafted from layers of horn and sinew, bound with glue boiled from fish bladders, it is a relic of ingenuity, a nomad's answer to the limits of nature. The horn sliced from the belly of ibex resists compression. The sinew, stripped from the backs of deer, thrives under tension. Together, they form a paradox, fragile enough to snap in untrained hands, yet capable of hurling an arrow faster than a modern compound bow. This is engineering stripped to its bones, refined over millennia by people who understood that to survive the open wilderness, you must become as relentless as the horizon. The arrows are no less deliberate. Birch shafts, straight and light, fletched with eagle feathers cut unevenly, a deliberate imperfection. 3 feathers, not 2 or 4, to induce a spiral without drag. Each arrowhead tells a purpose. Broad blades for hunting, needle-tipped bodkins to pierce chainmail, whistling heads to terrify enemies with their shrill cry. A Mongol archer carried 60 arrows, each one a calculated balance of death and efficiency. They were not artists, but pragmatists. Every shot had to count. Miss, and you starved. Miss in battle, and your kin died. But the true marvel was not the bow itself. It was the symbiosis between human horse and weapon. From childhood, Mongol riders learned to sync their breath with their horse's gait, releasing arrows in the millisecond of suspension between hoofbeats. They wielded their bows with a thumb draw, protected by a ring of bone or jade, allowing smoother releases than the 3-fingered grip of European archers. This technique, born on the frozen steppe, let them fire accurately from galloping horses in temperatures that would stiffen a lesser archer's hands. The horse, small and shaggy, became an extension of the body, steered by knees alone, leaving hands free to knock, draw, and loose. Together, they moved like a single creature, a storm of hooves and arrows. This storm reshaped the world. At its peak, the Mongol Empire stretched from Korea to Hungary, not through sheer numbers, but through the cold calculus of their archery. They fought as they hunted, encircling armies like prey, herding them into kill zones with feigned retreats, then showering them with arrows until discipline shattered. At the Battle of Mohi, they drowned knights in a rain of arrows for days, letting exhaustion and panic do the killing. Their bows outranged every enemy, their arrows piercing armor that shrugged off swords. Yet for all their power, these bows were never glorified. They were tools, as essential as a herder's knife or a cookpot. When not at war, they hung unstrung in yurts, their sinew resting, waiting. Time, though, eroded their dominance. Gunpowder made walls obsolete, and empires turned to muskets. But the final blow came in the 20th century when Soviet purges banned archery, severing a cultural thread thousands of years old. Bows were burned, tradition silenced. Yet like the stubborn grass of the steppe, the knowledge survived. Today, craftsmen in Ulaanbaatar workshops painstakingly resurrect ancient techniques layer by layer, sinew by sinew. At the Nomadic festival, the air thrums again with the twang of bows, as a new generation competes not for conquest, but for identity. The Mongolian bow endures as a testament to a simple truth, that human innovation is born not in plenty, but in scarcity. In its silent curve lies the story of a people who looked at a vast, empty land and saw not limitation, but possibility. To hold one is to feel the tension of history itself, the pull of 1,000 generations who understood that survival, like archery, demands patience, precision, and the quiet resolve to release when the moment is right.